Cardi B in tears after Stefon Diggs finally drops date for their wedding. The sun had barely risen over Los Angeles when everything changed for Cardi B. She woke up feeling a strange, overwhelming heaviness in her chest, a mixture of anxiety, anticipation, and the kind of nervous excitement you only feel when something big is about to happen. And she was right, because Stefon Diggs had been planning something so massive, so heart-stopping, so life-altering, it would bring Cardi B to literal tears. For weeks, whispers had spread around social media. Did Stefon propose already? Is the wedding date set? Why is Cardi B so quiet? Why is Stefon acting suspicious? Fans noticed that Cardi seemed unusually emotional during recent IG lives. People assumed it was stress, motherhood, music, or drama. Little did they know, it was all connected to one gigantic secret Diggs had been hiding from her, a secret he was finally ready to reveal. Part 1, The Mystery Box. Stefon Diggs had spent the last 2 months doing something completely out of character, sneaking around. Cardi had caught him whispering on the phone late at night, walking outside during phone calls, deleting messages, and coordinating with people she didn't recognize. At first, she thought it was cheating, and she told him straight up. "Stefon, if you break my heart, I swear." And Diggs would just smile, kiss her forehead and say, "Trust me. Please. Just trust me." But Cardi was Cardi, emotional, passionate, loud when she needed to be, and she hated secrets. What she didn't know was that every single message, every phone call, every late-night conversation was about one thing. Their wedding. Not just any wedding, the most extravagant, breathtaking, international celebration the world had ever seen. And the date was already chosen. But Stefon refused to tell her until everything was perfect. He hired wedding planners from Paris, floral designers from Dubai, chefs from Tokyo, jewelers from Italy, and a full orchestra from Vienna. He wanted everything to be flawless before he even uttered the date out loud. And to make it even more mysterious, he had a small white box delivered to their home, a box Cardi wasn't allowed to open. A box with no label. No hint. No clue. Just a gold seal and a note. "Open only when I say." Cardi almost tore it open 10 times, but she held back. Until that morning. Part 2, The Day That Changed Everything. That morning, Stefon woke up at 6 a.m., went downstairs, and prepared breakfast himself, pancakes, fruits, whipped cream, everything the way Cardi liked it. She came down confused because he never woke up that early unless it was game day. He sat her down, took her hands, looked her in the eyes. And whispered. "Today's the day you open the box." Cardi froze. Her heart dropped. Her hands began to shake. She ran upstairs, grabbed the box like it was the Holy Grail, ran back down, sat on the couch, and placed it on her lap. Stefon kneeled in front of her. "Before you open it, let me say something." And Cardi immediately started crying. It was too much. Her emotions were everywhere. Stefon wiped her tears, kissed her cheek, and continued. "I've made mistakes. I've worked too much, traveled too much, stressed you out too much. But there's one thing I never want you to doubt, I love you. I love you with everything I have. And today, I'm giving you something you've been waiting for, something you deserve." Cardi's chest tightened. Her breathing got faster. She clutched the box. "Open it," Stefon whispered. Part 3, The Wedding Date Reveal. Cardi slowly broke the gold seal, her hands trembling uncontrollably. Inside, she found an envelope, white, embossed with her initials. She opened it. And inside was a gorgeous gold-foiled card with one single thing written on it. The wedding. June 14, 2026. Cardi's mouth dropped. Her heart literally stopped for 2 seconds. Then she burst into uncontrollable tears, sobbing, shaking, covering her face as Stefon held her shoulders. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't speak. She couldn't believe it. For months she had been wondering, worrying, questioning. And the man she loved had chosen a date. A real date. A final date. A date that meant everything was official. Everything was real. June 14, 2026. A summer wedding. A date with meaning, the day they first met years ago. Cardi cried so hard she could barely keep her eyes open. She kept repeating. Stefon, are you serious? Are you freaking serious? This is real. And Diggs pulled her into his chest, holding her tight, whispering. Baby, I've been planning this for months. I didn't want to tell you until everything was perfect. You deserve perfection. Part 4, The Emotional Collapse. Cardi got off the couch and started pacing, wiping her tears, laughing, crying again, holding her chest like she might pass out. At one point she literally dropped to her knees crying. Stefon, you don't understand. I've waited my whole life for a man to love me like this. Stefon immediately kneeled beside her, lifted her chin, and kissed her forehead. I'm not going anywhere. You're my wife, I'm just making it official. Cardi melted into his arms, sobbing while holding the gold card against her heart. The moment was so emotional that even Stefon had tears in his eyes, something fans rarely saw. Part 5, The World Finds Out. Later that day, Stefon posted a single photo on Instagram. A picture of the gold card with the date. June 14, 2026. No caption. No emoji. No explanation. Within 13 minutes, the post hit 1 million likes. Twitter exploded. TikTok melted down. Fans screamed. Offset posted a cryptic emoji. Celebrities congratulated them. Blogs went into overdrive. Cardi B and Stefon. Diggs set wedding date. June 14th, it's happening. The most anticipated celebrity wedding of the decade. Cardi did her own live later, still emotional. Y'all. I can't even talk. I've been crying all day. My man, he did that. Her makeup was smudged. Her eyes swollen. Her voice trembling. Fans had never seen her that emotional before. Part 6, The Private Moment. Later that night, as they lay in bed, Stefon wrapped his arms around her and whispered. You okay? She nodded, still sniffing. I'm just overwhelmed. You really love me like that? And he kissed her shoulder before replying. No, Cardi. I love you more than that. She buried her face in his chest and whispered. June 14. I can't wait. Stefon smiled. That's only the beginning. Here is your very long, extremely detailed, dramatic, YouTube-ready story with maximum emotion, twists, tension, and cinematic depth exactly in the style you love. Cardi B in tears after Stefon Diggs finally drops date for their wedding. Extremely long, full drama, emotion, and shocking details. The entire entertainment world shook before sunrise when a shaky, teary-eyed Cardi B went live on Instagram wearing a simple white robe, no makeup, and a look in her eyes that fans had never seen before, fear, joy, disbelief, and deep love all swirling at the same time. For months, whispers about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs' engagement had filled blogs, TikTok feeds, fan pages, and TV segments. But nothing, absolutely nothing, prepared anyone for what was coming. Because overnight, behind the scenes, after a whirlwind of emotional highs, brutal arguments, personal confessions, and secret family discussions, Stefon Diggs finally did the one thing Cardi had been begging, hoping, and praying for. He revealed the exact date of their wedding. And he didn't just reveal it, he declared it, in a way that left Cardi B sobbing uncontrollably. White medium star the night before the announcement, everything exploded. Sources claim the night before the big reveal, Cardi and Stefon had one of the deepest conversations of their relationship. It happened in his penthouse living room, just the two of them, dim lights, untouched glasses of wine on the table, and a silence that felt heavy. Cardi reportedly told him, I just need to know you serious about us. I can't live in confusion no more, Steph. I got kids, I got a life, I got a heart too. Stefon stared at the floor for a long time. He looked exhausted, not physically, but emotionally. Then he said something that completely broke Cardi. I've been trying to protect you, and I've been scared. I don't want to bring you into the chaos around my career, my family issues, everything. But losing you would hurt even more. Cardi, already teary-eyed, whispered. Then choose me. Choose us. And that was reportedly the moment Stefon finally made the decision he'd been wrestling with for months. Ring the secret meeting with his family. What fans don't know is that, after Cardi left the penthouse around 1 a.m., Stefon immediately called his mother and his brothers. He told them. I'm ready. I want this. I want her. At 2:17 a.m., he held a private FaceTime family meeting, and for the first time ever, his family gave their full blessing for him to marry Cardi. His brother, Trayvon Diggs, told him. If she's the one that brings you peace, don't waste another day. That was the push Stefon needed. Right after the call, he made a phone call to his personal event planner. The instruction was simple. Set the date. This year. No delays. Sunrise the morning of the reveal, Stefon couldn't wait. Stefon barely slept. He paced the penthouse. Reread his text drafts 10 times. Opened old photos of him and Cardi. Studied screenshots of their sweetest messages. Replayed voice notes she once sent him saying, "Steph, I love you in ways you don't even understand." By 6 a.m., Stefon had made his decision. He wasn't going to wait until evening. He wasn't going to call her. He wasn't going to meet her quietly. He planned to shock her publicly, with the whole world watching. Mobile phone Cardi B goes live, and then everything unfolds. Cardi's live stream started innocently. She looked tired, holding a cup of tea, hair messy, voice soft. Fans thought she was about to rant, but instead she said, "I'm emotional today. I feel like something big is coming." She didn't know, not even a clue, that Stefon was already walking up her driveway. Her phone buzzed. She looked down. Her face changed instantly. She covered her mouth. Her voice cracked. "Oh my God, he didn't." Comments exploded. "What happened? Cardi, what did he do? Read it out loud." But Cardi was frozen, tears falling silently. Love letter, the text message that broke her. The message from Stefon Diggs read, "Belcalis Almanzar. I'm done making you wait. Our wedding date is September 14th, 2026. I already booked the venue. Pack your heart, we're doing this for real." She screamed. She cried. She fell back into her chair. Cardi sobbed into her hands, whispering, "He really did it. He really did it." Thousands of fans heard her emotional breakdown live. Her voice shook. "I waited for this. I prayed for this. Y'all don't understand, this man drives me crazy, but he's my heart." Automobile Stefon arrives. And surprises her again. Not even 5 minutes later, fans watching the live saw Cardi suddenly look off camera and gasp. She whispered, "Oh my God, he's here." Stefon walked into her house holding a velvet box, but not a ring box. A wedding date contract, already signed by him. And in front of everyone watching, he kneeled beside her chair and said, "No more second guessing. No more pressure. No more waiting. You're my wife. September 14th, 2026, that's our forever date." Cardi fell into his arms, crying into his chest. Stefon kissed the top of her head and stroked her hair, whispering, "Don't cry, baby. I'm not going anywhere." The live stream went absolutely insane. Party popper, the wedding venue, a private island in Turks and Caicos. Stefon told her, and the world, that he had already secured a private island resort in Turks and Caicos, with 42 villas for their families, friends, and celebrity guests. The ceremony will be sunset themed.